Check, check, check. Good evening, Peter. Oh, I cannot hear you. Uh,
Hear me now.
okay, now I can hear you. Sorry, man. I am absolutely sorry. It's my fault this time.
No
How are
problem.
you?
I'm good.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me just get the presentation going. Oh, I'm glad it's working out on your time zone. For us, it's exactly 9 a.m. here, so day
9
is
a.m.
starting. Yeah,
Here is like 5:30, 5:45.
yeah, the day is ending. Yeah. Okay, so let me just go on drive. Do you want to start since you
Yeah,
probably?
we have a presentation, so you will have a take a look of that. Be much more clear for you.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me just
I
open that
already
up.
sent it down in.
Wednesday check-in.
I just
Fujira restaurant opening. Awesome.
I figured out
Okay.
that you set your own for Belgium, but I didn't see it in the beginning.
Sorry, say that again.
It's thunderstorm here. Sorry, it's really bad.
Oh, oh, I can't hear a thing at all. It's it's fine.
It's really bad weather. Let me just close the window, please.
No problem. Okay, and then share screen.
Oh, so I did on my own restaurant what I was planning to do.
Okay.
I didn't use your instance because I just recently see that you already set, but I already did for mine how it
Yeah,
will
no
be.
problem. Uh,
So from presentation, you can see that I start from Asian Invasion to be prime fine dining Japanese and steakhouse fusion experience in Novi Sad, in my city here.
wait,
Uh,
1 second. Let me just make it bigger.
yeah, no problem.
Oh, this. Okay. Oh, you can't? Oh my gosh.
I'm seeing now on the full screen. It's cool. Ah,
Is
it's better.
this okay? Or I guess we could do
This is
that.
better.
Okay.
This is better. Are
Yep.
you
Go
set?
ahead.
So I can start. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
vision to be prime fine dining Japanese and steakhouse fusion experience in my city of Novi Sad. Mission is to deliver an expansional dining through quality, authentically, and service excellence. Uh,
Okay.
that's going to be my mission and vision for that concept of restaurant. Then I'm doing pestle and SWOT now. I will start from pestle and I will go from politically.
Hmm.
Then I did something which is not explained, but I did on my own.
Hmm.
That from each of these pestle, I'm seeing negative and positive side.
Okay.
You understand? So this is on something on my own, what I did, because this can be negative impact, but we also can turn that negative impact in positive impact, by my opinion.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's good because it's like pros and cons, and then yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
You will see now when you start to explain, you will see what this makes a sense more
Okay.
than just to do the pestle. So negative side of political is going to be the political environment is currently unstable due to formation of a new government in Serbia.
Yeah.
Potential changes in the city of Novi Sad may affect local regulations. Ongoing protests in the region could impact food traffic and shift public attention away from leisure activities like dining. Uh, we must
Okay.
also we must also monitor any new regulation or licensing requirement that may be introducing for the restaurant. And positive side of this,
Hmm.
uh, the political instability may discourage major foreign investors from entering the Serbian hospitality sector, reducing market competition. Uh,
Ah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I guess that helps. Yeah.
this could also lead to less demand for premium commercial real estate, giving us bargain power when negotiating rental terms.
Oh. Okay. All right.
And the lack of large competitors entering the space also make make it
Less
less likely
likely.
our concept of pricing will be copied or undercut.
Okay, okay. All
So
right.
you see, you have negative impact, but you can turn in positive. This is what
Yeah.
I was thinking to do when you're
Okay.
looking. So
Yeah.
you can look from both sides now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Interesting.
Economic, negative.
So does
Uh,
that make it sorry, I'll let you finish and then I'll ask last. I'll just take notes of my
no,
question.
no,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Negative. Inflation is rising, and with Trump with Trump introducing new 250 tariffs on China, American purchasing power may decline. Without domestic products alternatives, this could increase the cost of goods globally.
Of course. Everywhere.
Since the USA is tied to the euro and the Serbian dinar is pegged to the euro, this
Uh,
inflation could also significantly impact local prices, including food and equipment for our restaurants.
yeah. So the
Uh,
positives?
the positive side of that, with inflation driving down real estate
Oh,
value, there may be opportunity to acquire land at a lower cost for future vertical integration. Example, starting our own meat or vegetable production.
yeah.
Additionally, we may see a trend of individuals from developing countries relocating to less expensive markets like Serbia, seeking a more affordable lifestyle, bringing demand for luxury dining experience.
Okay, so definitely opportunity there.
Yeah.
That's social. Okay.
So
Okay.
now we are going social, negative side of social. The general social mood in Serbia can be tense or frustrated due to political and economic issues. However, there is a still strong demand for luxury dining experience as people look for uh, escapism and relaxation. Positive. Over 90% of the population actively use social media and have internet access. Many people are focused on external validation and visibility. They want to be seen and admired online.
Yeah.
Our unique and uh, uh, our unique concept offers a perfect backdrop for social media sharing, making Nigeria a neutral hotspot for visibility-driven customers.
Okay.
Technological, a negative. Restaurants only rely on influencers for promotion, but Serbia lacks regulations around influencer activity. If any influencer become dissatisfied, they could damage our brand. Without legal protection, this represents a reputational risk. Positive side. No other restaurants in Novi Sad offer a concept like ours. Kujira will stand out by integrating technology, iPads for ordering and segmenting kitchen for smooth workflow, and loyalty system for tracking and rewarding guests. We also implement a Net Promoter Score (NPS) system, offering 10% discount for customers who participate, enhancing data collection and customer insight.
Okay.
Legal. The legal system in Serbia still faces corruption challenges. This could make it difficult to obtain necessary permits if competitors attempt to block or slow our progress. Positive side, we are backed by a highly experienced legal team and plan to operate through DO LCC in Serbia that will function as a sister company to our American entity. Our IP will be registered internationally, giving us leverage to pursue arbitration if local regulation issues arise and add layer of protection against unfair treatment.
Can I ask what is DOO? That's the company name?
DO is LCC, USA.
Okay, 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 okay.
So
Limited liability
a
company.
liability company. So
Okay.
when you are opening internationally, so what am I planning to do? My main company is going to be in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
but I will open the daughter company from that American company here in Serbia. So the main head office is going to be practically in USA, which I can pursue with arbitration process on USA courts,
Oh, I see.
which is
Okay, okay.
happening here. So it's going to give me leverage
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
for Serbian government in that. And also
Okay.
American embassy is going to protect me, do that business.
Nice.
Environmental negative. Our operation will inevitably generate waste, especially from expired food or certain ingredients. This could present ethical and reputational challenge. Positive. We will introduce a discount branch buffet on a typical slow days, example Mondays and Thursdays, to reduce waste and attract more guests. In addition, we are planning to establish partnership with local NGOs and animal shelters to donate supplies, food, enhancing our ethical profile and generating a positive public through community involvement and social events. And now this is the just in the points, in the bullet points, everything there.
Oh, okay, okay,
So do you have
okay.
a question now regarding the pattern?
Yeah. Well, okay. So now it makes sense. It's good that I let you finish so that I would understand everything. Um, One thing I would say, I think some of them look like so you're taking the external pestle, and
Yeah,
then your positive is some. I think for technology, for example,
yeah,
maybe here.
it's eternal. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a SWAT, but it makes sense. I mean,
but
you're the
yeah, look, this can be used considering in the both ways because when we are looking in, for example, in technology here, rewarding system, we want to look if any of our competitors have the same system implemented.
yeah, yeah.
So that can be also considered as external, not internal.
Okay, 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 okay. All right,
You
that
get
makes
my
sense.
point. And
Yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
to see if any of our any other competitors are using similar things like ours in technology. So that's why
Okay,
it can be also looked from both sides. I
okay.
understand that there is internal, but can be also used as external
Yeah,
leverage.
yeah, yeah. When you look at the competition, okay, makes sense.
We're looking in
Cool.
competition. Now we're gonna
So,
do the SWOT.
all right.
Then we have strengths. We are locating a new building next to large park with a high-end residential complex where apartments price range from 3,000 to 5,000 per square meter. Most residential area from Ukraine and Russia and have high incomes. Our Japanese restaurant, which combines seafood and steakhouse concept, is the only one of its kind in the city of population of 750,000 people. Our live teppanyaki station will attract guests by offering entertainment and delicious food. Our chef is from Japan and holds Michelin star. Our service staff are well-educated professionals with international background from a five-star hotels.
Perfect.
Weaknesses. Weaknesses. We face high rent and utility expenses. Many restaurants in the area have a luxury look, although no one offers Japanese cuisine. A large number of employees still need to be hired and trained. Our food is most important, so we need a better logistic strategy and must comply with local important regulations.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
oppor- Opportunities. A large park is located directly across from the restaurant, which will attract many people who are out walking. There is no other restaurants in the city with a similar concept. We can offer food delivery to platforms like Volt and Glow.
Yeah.
Uh, Threats, legal instability in Serbia may lead to more inspections and potential penalties. Finding service staff who speak both English and Serbian may be challenging. The
Hmm.
delivery area is too small for truck. Uh, I'm actually evaluating the place what I want to use now. So
Oh,
that
okay.
uh, the delivery area is too small for trucks, so most groceries will need to be brought in with the trolleys. Residential living above the restaurant may complain about the loud music or food smells, which could lead to legal issues. That can be our trap.
Okay.
So this is what I create. This is now just in short in
It's
bullet
the
point.
same. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I suppose you're gonna use that for the suitability, adaptability.
Now
Uh,
I will use first strategic objectives. Based
ah, okay. All right. Let's
how
see.
now we can create strategic objective based on SWOT and to be on smart. What is
Become the top-rated luxury Japanese fusion restaurant in Novi Sad on Google TripAdvisor. Okay, specific, measurable, achieve 30% repeat customer.
Rates, loyalty points, and service excellence.
Okay.
Maintain
Maintain.
average guest rating of 4.8 across Google and TripAdvisor with the first 6 months of operation. Launch delivery service. We have whole global with 50% of revenue from online orders within 6 months. Reach operational break-even point with the first 10 months. So we want to be at least after 10 months even
Mm-hmm.
with loss. So we want to be on zero, positive.
Okay.
Operational objectives. So now we're gonna have this is business.
Functional.
This is strategic objective. This is operational objective.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Operational objective. HR market entire operation side. So this is the objectives for that.
Mm-hmm.
What HR will do now. HR hire on board 100% of staff before soft launching, plus minus 2 weeks LND program. Marketing reach 10K Instagram followers, full local influencer campaign by Q3. Kitchen operation ensure 90% order accuracy in 20-minute average table service time. This is going to be some operational objectives. From that point, we're going to make KPIs for that. Now we are going to a generic strategy, and we're going to use Porter, Anso, Puswap.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
So we have 4 points here, what can be our potential strategies from those things what we evaluate up. So the first one is going to be premium experience focus, delivery high exclusivity with limited tables, chief interactions, and fine wine pairings. Differentiation.
So that's differentiation. Yeah, you're becoming the best.
Yes, and we are pairing with wine with the food. So we are not just focusing on the wine or on the food. So we want to pair. We want to do the upselling, the wine combined with the steaks.
Okay.
Scalable concept expansion with a replicable model for second location in Belgrade or franchise model after 12 months. That's going to be our growing. Digitally and delivery expansion, focus on food delivery, strong packaging, influencer outreach, and loyalty app. Tech and reach expansion. Vertical integration, acquire land or create sheep for meat, vegetables to reduce the dependency on imports, cost control, stability. Functional strategy. Now I'm doing for functionals. For what kind of strategy I will take this for structure. So structure is going to be my this matrix to function. So I'm choosing functional strategy in this structure. So this is the kitchen, and I'm giving small KPIs for the kitchen, and they're also objectives for that. And for each department, I'm giving that small objectives here, what they will do. So what the kitchen department is going to do, what's going to do service host, because we choose functional strategy.
Okay.
What HR do.
What is FOH?
Front of house.
Oh, front of house. Okay.
Yes. So that's going to be like a restaurant manager or something like that. So we're going to provide kitchen operation, service operation, HR operation, marketing operation, and finance operation, and IT. That's going to be their KPIs and what they will do in the first 3 months.
Okay.
Before launching. So that's going to be before launching.
Okay.
The strategy before launching. And now you can see down how it's going to be. Kitchen operation, head chef, and he will have this stuff here. Service front of house, HR manager, recruiter trainer. Service front of house manager, waiter, sommelier, host, bartenders. Marketing manager, social media lead, brand
coordinator,
finance admin, accountant, procurement, IT, post technician, CRM specialist. So that's going to be also helping us when we are creating our HR strategy and make the head count.
I see. Okay. Very good, huh?
Yeah, I went deep in that.
Yeah, man.
Kujira function KPIs. So now we are making for each department KPIs. What we are looking at, how we're gonna measure their performance per department. And this we are giving to the HR to create the strategy for them. So what I will monitor in the kitchen is going to be accuracy, 90% in the shift, order timing, and waste to be not more than 8%.
Okay.
For service front of house, guest service on Google needs to be 4.8, turnover 2.5 per table per night, upsell 20% of orders. For HR, I will look at their hiring time and retention. What is their retention and training?
Yeah, because they sorry, go ahead.
No,
I
no
was gonna
problem.
say, in the restaurant industry, is the retention hard? Like a lot of people quit.
It is actually generally in the tourism hospitality
Yeah,
branches
they
are
switch.
are really high because people don't want to be there. It's really hard to find people. Depends actually where you are going and
Yeah,
in which state you are going.
but based on your pestle, there won't be that many competitions. So if they switch restaurants or switch employer, right? They won't switch that much. But sorry, just
They want to switch too much, but it's really hard because we want to be. You see, our target group is going to be most probably the people who are coming from other countries with high
yeah,
income here, because
because
we
they
are in
speak
this area
English.
here. So that
Yeah, yeah,
I'm speaking English.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
It's really hard to find both speaking languages, or you can find no problem, but they will ask for better salary
More money. Yeah, yeah,
for money.
of course. Okay.
Uh,
So other KPIs for marketing, finance, and IT.
that's marketing, finance, and IT. This is KPI basically on that strategic objectives what we are making.
Okay,
So now
like benchmark. Okay.
yeah, the benchmark I did on the end. You will see.
Okay. Okay.
Now we are doing SVR,
Yeah.
suitability, feasibility, and acceptability.
Acceptability. Yeah.
Yes. So as you can see here, it's a column maybe confusing for you, but I will just explain you. So you see this is 3 columns for each: suitability, feasibility, and acceptability. Each
Yeah.
of them needs to have 5 score, 1 to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Very good. Very
When
good. I like it.
when you multiply, you see these small checkpoints here. This is like 1.2345 points. So
Yeah.
I measure like them, and the score is on the end here. So how many together when you
Okay.
combine all of them has.
Okay.
So premium experience, this kind
So
of
this one was winning. 1,
one
2,
is the yes
3,
that
4. Okay.
has the most. So we win and we choose the strategy's premium experience focus.
Keep going down.
Yeah, go down, scroll.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Okay. Of course.
it's repeating
Of
all
course.
the time.
Oh, okay.
Now we
Suitability.
want why we are justification of this strategy. Suitability, perfectly aligned with coherent vision of fine dining and market positioning. Flexibility, Michelin chef, trained staff, Teppanyaki concept.
Wait. Where are you? Okay. Here. Yes. Okay.
The
Justification. Yeah.
justification of the strategy, why we choose the strategy. Uh,
Okay.
and acceptability, high appeal to target customers and investors who want exclusive and prestige.
Prestige. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Core elements of our concept is going to be teppanyaki live shows, theater chat performance, limited reservation, a wine steak pairing, refined service, and premium pricing.
Okay.
How this strategy now support our objectives? Be the number one luxury fusion restaurant in Novi Sad, clear differentiation, no local equivalent.
Equivalent. Yeah.
Achieve 30% repeat guest rate. Unique experience drives loyalty. Break even in 10 months. High margins on premium dishes, wines.
And
Uh,
boost visibility.
Boost brand visibility with social media. Guest post the exclusive photographs live.
Okay.
Genic 5. And now we are having
Implementation. All right.
implementation. Yes. Strategy implementation. We're going to start from strategy into action goals. Smart. So now that chosen strategy, we're going to turn into the action goals. So
Okay.
Each action goal train all front of house staff in luxury etiquette and guest recognizing by 1 month. That's gonna be service. What is gonna do? Kitchen is gonna do launching teppanyaki show with Michelin level per session on opening day. That's what kitchen is gonna do. Marketing will build a brand as the exclusive dining experience in Novi Sad by last quarter of the year. That's going to be the line for them. And finance needs actually sales and finance needs to reach 1,800 euros per day average revenue for the first 3 months.
Okay.
Functional department alignment, and now what they will do, how they are aligned with this. So now we will go deeply in kitchen, recruit and
Expert sous chef.
SOPs for presentation and presentation planning.
Procedure.
SOP is a system
Standard.
points.
Oh, system organization?
Points.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Service in front of house, elite service training, table memory, wine pairing and protocol. That's gonna do the restaurant management department. HR will hire the staff interaction looks by to support the business strategy. So
yeah.
HR needs to support business strategy and hire the staff for international luxury experience, cultural alignment training. That's going to be also on HR. Marketing, high-end concept creation, launching teppanyaki experience campaign. Finance, premium pricing only, track margins and adjust based on luxury positioning.
Okay.
IT system, install CRM, NPS reservation system to track VIP guests.
NPS is what?
NPS is I explained already up. My key country.
Okay, no worries. Sorry. You probably.
Yeah, he's here now. So NPS is when you are measuring. I will tell you when you are having are the guests satisfied or not, and
okay, survey. Okay.
It's like a survey, but it's deeply survey with that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you
can from the room, please. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. If you want, you can speed up. I can just look at the key points. Sorry. Balance scorecard. Okay. Financial, customer, internal learning. Okay. Increase delivery 10 hours. Okay. Okay, so now you're benchmarking.
Benchmarking as a
competitor
evaluation strategy. So I want to evaluate that strategy, how they work. So I'm using wait a second now. I'm using,
like main competitor, right?
Yes, and I'm using a balance score BCT as a strategy evaluation also.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, financial customer internal process and learning and growth. That's going to be in balance score for evaluation. And then down, as you can see, benchmarking with competitor restaurant in Novi Sad. What is the high competitor, by my opinion?
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Guest rating. Okay. So essentially, you're using this benchmarking tool based on your projections for this.
I just pretend like a restaurant.
And then the present situation of Gondola, which is your main competitor. Okay.
Who is already operating in Israel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's easier because you can just shoot at these targets and then say, okay, we're better than them. It makes sense. And it's doable. Seems like. Okay. We can go to next or okay.
That's it. I finished.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Nice, man. Good job, dude. You went very specific and used. Wait, see what and off. What's the name of all the strategies you used? I know. Okay, so you use SWOT, PESTLE.
SWOT. I use Porter's 5 also.
Yeah. Um,
for strategy objectives. I don't know.
okay.
Uh,
Um,
okay, yes. For generating strategy, I use a portrait generating strategy.
yeah,
Answer,
differentiation.
yes. I also use Pestle and SWOT
Okay.
on the top. I use strategic objective by Smart. I set them by Smart.
Um,
On the end, I use BSC evaluation too, and
oh
I
yeah,
use
balance scorecard. Yeah, and then
marking.
benchmark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool, man. It seems like you've researched it and you know like very operational. What I learned from this was how you applied the difference. You know, on unit one, when we did strategic hierarchy, there's
Yes.
the global corporation and then there's the functional ones.
Yes.
For me, also, this concept was a bit too complex for me, but I like how you broke it down in functional and operational strategies because I think that's what I was lacking on mine. Um, I can I can show mine.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's anything else, but I also like how you use
This
uh,
and
the
how to
yeah
score it.
scoring system.
Yeah.
For me, I just said high, low, medium. So this one is I think is better. And then yeah, the KPIs. I think is very important that you set KPIs, numbers, smart goals because that's
Because you cannot be able to measure, and then you will not gonna. On the end, you don't know what to evaluate.
yeah
And that's the problem in the most people, even the high corporation right now,
yeah
because I was working in two high big corporation as a HR manager, and I know they have a problem because they do not understand. Their CEOs do not understand completely
mm,
the the strategy.
yeah
Do not understand what that means when you're having strategy, how to implement the strategy. And most of them are struggling how to implement the strategy because they are not setting these KPIs, how to emulate the strategy.
yeah
When you have, by my opinion, when you have now all those things and you put the KPIs there, then it's easy for you to follow up on everything
and
and
follow
to
exactly
measure and to see and especially to put the timeline of your strategy, how
yeah
long you want to see improvement in that,
yeah
and to change frequently. If it's not working, then change again.
yeah 100% man. So kudos, congratulations on that, man. That makes that's really cool.
Thanks.
Okay, so I mean, with the time we have left, I can show mine. It's a bit it's quite different, but hopefully we can learn something from this.
Yes.
So in my case, I don't. Do you want me to show the original, like, okay? Anyways, there were four cases. I picked the most obvious one because that's where I'm in. This guy is Jordan. He's a digital marketing agency owner. He has 8 employees. He's been in business for 4 years,
Mhm.
and he's generating about $650,000 a year, a little bit over half a million. And the services they offer are very straightforward. So social media, content creation, and SEO.
Mhm.
And the question for this case is well, actually, there's 5 questions. So analyze the competitive advantage. Use Porter 5 forces to analyze the digital marketing industry. Come up with some growth strategies. Do the SFA matrix finally, and then similar to you, come up with the what's the strategic hierarchy going to look like so that we can align everything from the global corporate strategy. So let's go ahead and assess the competitive landscape. So first of all, Mr. Jordan, um, based on the information that was given, and I put the key points at the top. In the digital marketing agency space, it's fragmented because there's lots of small agencies and freelancers doing the same services. One person can do it, a team of people can do it. And bigger companies tend to buy the smaller ones, so there's some market consolidation there. So it's definitely not a pure competition. It's not a monopoly. It's not an oligopoly. And the BTE's barrier to entry is very non-existent because tomorrow someone can be, hey, I can be your social media manager, and then just look at YouTube and learn whatever. So definitely, it's an imperfect competition or monopolistic competition because there's many sellers and it's easy to get in. So that's the market we're in. How does Jordan become competitive in a monopolistic competition? Before we answer that, we take a look at the five area, one, two, three, four, five, six, the six external areas, and based on the case scenario, it is said that AI tools are automating many digital marketing tasks. So that's on the economic side. It's a threat. I Later on I can say how we can turn that into positive, but anyways, this is what's happening on the technological front. On
Mhm.
the legal front, I believe I classified it as legal because remote work is very widely available now. On the good side is that it lowers the costs for Jordan to not
Hi.
even have to not even have to pay for rent in an office. You could just do, hey, everybody work from home, no problems. And legally, the only thing I can think of is either he has to have sponsorship visas or some sort of visa
Do
requirement.
remotely, yeah, right. Sorry for interrupting you, but he can do remotely, and he can hire people from another countries, right? To fit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he will not gonna pay. Look at this also on another side. So he will pay just basic salary to them. They're not gonna pay social security, health insurance, and other things.
Yes, but that also means that if he's operating in another country, if they are employees, they will have rights. But if they are freelancers, they won't have rights, employee rights.
Right. Yes.
So on the legal side, it's a bit of a threat there because that means there's going to be some costs involved, or just to make
But
sure that
anyway, if you want to employ someone from another country, then you have to be operating in that country as a company.
exactly. And then you also have to abide by that country laws, employment laws versus the Canadian laws, right? So
But no
that
one is doing that. Yeah. No one is doing that. Everybody is doing like a freelancing.
exactly, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Economically, right now, obviously, because it seems like we're in a recession, people are spending less and less. So that's what I can see. I didn't take a look at the political aspect. Just based on the information I was given, there wasn't anything I can assign to environment, social, or political. So these were the only three I can see. So going a bit deeper, I'm doing a SWOT analysis, but I wasn't given any other information to do any strength or weaknesses. Everything else was opportunities and threat. Opportunities were that if you specialize in a service like influencer marketing, software as a service marketing, then you can charge premium prices. So that's an opportunity. Remote work, as I explained before, is an opportunity, can also be a threat. Uh, why opportunity? Because it lowers your cost. Why
Yeah.
a threat? Because everybody else can do it too.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
um, and yeah, so this is an opportunity because clients are being more and more seeking more and more companies that deliver results instead of just talk marketing.
Hmm.
So yeah, and then if you specialize in an industry, then you can have 30% higher margin. That's what was given also in the context. So given all these information, and we weren't given that much, I can say, so I couldn't do any strength or weaknesses, but based on what I know for this guy, he only has 8 employees, makes a little bit over 500,000 for these 8 employees, and he also has to maybe pay himself, maybe pay the office. So I don't know if that's enough. He's only been doing business for 4 years. He caters to small and medium-sized clients. So it seems like it's like a boutique. type of agency with very limited type of clientele, especially with the services that he has for that long, right? So my verdict, how competitive it is, very weak.
Yeah.
So looking at the five Porter forces, because we're trying to make it better, right? What can we see from the competitive landscape even more? Uh, the competitive rivalry is very high. So H is high, L is low. It's yeah, the competition is high. People are buying companies left and right. Those successful companies. Threat of substitutes. Whenever a client stays after it says here after 14 months, they tend to switch. Either they hire someone inside, especially if it's a freelancer. They say, okay, you know what? You've been with us for a little bit over a year. We're gonna hire you, so it's in-house. The company that doesn't exist anymore. Or they say, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with your competition. They offer more pricing or something like that. So, threat of substitute is high, especially and also AI is here, so they can substitute the services. The margin for the barrier to entry is very low, so the threat of new entrants is very high. Bargaining power of customers, yes, they can bargain a lot because there's a lot of suppliers. Bargaining power of suppliers is very low because the buyers have a lot of people to choose from. So overall, the market attractiveness, or sorry, the industry attractiveness is also low. Not doing really good for our friend Jordan here.
Sorry for interrupting you. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
not? You looks like you're doing like a like top high benchmarking strategy.
yeah.
You are
Top down.
using. It looks like you're using benchmarking tool to evaluate their business, right?
Yes, and the reason being is
You're not implementing the strategy, right?
yeah. So let me explain why, so that it makes more sense. Canadian, this one.
Yes.
So I'm only given this business context. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan runs a digital marketing agency, blah, blah, blah. 4 years, 8 employees, half a
Yes.
million SEO.
SEO.
Oops. And then this is all the information I have. Sorry. So just this as market context. And then we're given the questions. So I don't have too much to base myself on, but based on the questions, I'm just trying to apply what I've learned
How
from
are you
unit one.
positioning yourself in that? Where you're positioning yourself? You are new general manager or what?
Oh, I'm the strategic advisor
Are you you're a strategic advisor on that? So you want to create new
for
strategy,
for
right?
Jordan. Yes, yeah. No,
Okay.
actually, for Jordan, what I'm trying to do is, okay, I'm a strategic advisor for this exercise, and I'm trying to answer these questions.
Yes.
Um, one, to help Jordan, and two, to see if I understood the
That,
concepts of the
in
class.
that case, sorry, but in that way, you should know their strengths and weaknesses
Yeah, if I was the
to be
strategic
able
advisor.
to do that.
Yes, yeah. But again, so that's why based on what I was given, based on what I was given here, I just had to go with it instead of inventing stuff. But I had some ideas because obviously I'm in the digital marketing space, so I know more on the external, but
Uh,
people can be different. So that's to give you the context of how I'm analyzing this exercise. And for me, my main goal is to be able to apply what I've learned so that it applies to Jordan just like anybody else. Yeah. Okay. So industry attractiveness, not so attractive because like if you see this, high competition, uh, high bargaining power of customers, high new entrants, and high substitutes. It's not something to go into. It's not very attractive.
to invest your time and money.
Yeah. So despite all this, Jordan still wants a growth strategy, and that's also in the question. So what can we do? Well, we have different options thanks to Porter. We can go differentiation. Instead of going through entire market, okay, looking at the market scope, instead of going to the big markets, we're going to go to the segment of the market, smaller market, and differentiate ourselves in this. So be the best at that market. I think this outcome is very high and should be the top priority. If we are looking at horizontal integration, that means buying another company or merging with another agency that offers complementary services. It's interesting. I wouldn't say no to it, but there will be some time to integrate or assimilate their tools, techniques, maybe even the staff, the culture of that organization might be hard to integrate. So there's a bit of risk. If you go vertical, integrate either forward or backward, and integrate within the supply chain, uh, it's also favorable, but the cost of doing so is so high that I wouldn't put this even within my top three. So I wouldn't say do it, if that makes sense. They can invest in software, for example, because they're doing SEO, social media, and something, and this will help them lock in the customer. But with technology right now, especially with AI and software, it moves so fast that it will be obsolete very quickly. It will be too old very quick. So,
Uh,
and he's only been doing this for 4 years. So, yeah. So differentiation, I think we would keep it there. That's the highest, and then the other two is low. The other question was, um, why not diversify? Here are my pros and cons. If you diversify, the pros is okay. Your risk is spread because you're going into another business. Maybe if and you would also get an additional revenue stream. So maybe if you go, the Jordan does what is it called? A radio station, for example, would be different, but additional revenue stream. The only drawback to this is that it would require more resources, more people, maybe more training, and obviously there's going to be cost. I don't know what his margins are on the total sales, but if margins are very thin, I wouldn't go the diversification route. So that is medium. I would say medium. So there was one time this one person had talked about a strategy that is red and blue, and this is what I will be inspired by to come up with a strategy for our friend Jordan. And that strategy is segment and differentiate. Mr. Jordan, you will be the only pay per dinner company for restaurants in Eastern Canada. Let me explain the strategy. Why? You're segmenting. So the blue is segmenting. You're taking a smaller market. You're going to take care of the restaurant sector, the niche, and geographically, you're going to specialize in Eastern Canada. Eastern Canada only.
mhm.
How are you going to? This will help you differentiate yourself because it's a smaller market, and the competition in that small market is very minimal compared to the whole country, and even more minimal compared to the restaurant. Pay per click, what is it? Pay per dinner is copyrighted as of today because nobody does something like this. Essentially, people are saying you can pay per click is advertising PPC,
Yeah,
uh, but the strategy I offer is pay per
paper.
dinner. So restaurant people, instead of thinking, oh, I have to spend on marketing as a cost, and they can never know whether it makes sense or it's a return on investment, they only pay when a customer pays for their dinner or lunch or whatever. So
Yeah.
I call this PPD. So
Okay.
that's why I copyright it.
Okay. Okay.
So how is this feasible SFA analysis? So not like you, I didn't give it 5 stars or whatever, but I just give it high, high, high. Why? You're creating new strength because nobody does PPD advertising, pay per dinner. You're creating a new market, blue ocean.
Okay.
There's no restaurants in Eastern Canada. There's no advertising agency in Eastern Canada that offers a service that guarantees results,
Yeah.
whereby the customer pays only when someone comes in. It makes it
Yeah.
easier to collect revenue because, and also for us, it gives us more
But
uh,
how?
esteem.
So sorry, but how you gonna measure it? How you gonna see if that customer uh,
Came from
dine?
you.
Yes, came from you and dine, and
Yeah.
how you gonna know that if he paid
Uh,
well?
so based on, obviously, we'll leverage technology on this.
That's
We'll get to that
why
when
you
we
need
get
to
we'll
explain.
get to that in the hierarchy. But that's why I think it's very suitable for this firm, because it's total blue ocean strategy, and then you're really capitalizing on the opportunities. It's feasible because you won't have to spend that much. You can use all your 8 staff and then move them into more data driven marketing, and that's also include that's what you have to do anyways in SEO, social media, not really in content creation, but that's what you have to do anyways. So it's really just a short move. So that's why it's feasible. Acceptability, the return on investment on that is very high because you can clearly see uh, that you get more restaurants that way that will pay for results instead of pay for marketing.
Exactly, yeah, they will.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and then, yeah, the timeline, I don't know what the timeline is going to be, but it's not going to be that long because it's really just, instead of focusing on many niches, you're just focusing on restaurants in Eastern Canada. It's simple.
Yeah,
All right. So now your favorite question. How are you going to align every part of your business, from the corporation to the business to the functions, aligned with this strategy? Well, the corporate vision is going to be the most trusted digital marketing firm for restaurants in Eastern Canada. Maybe I could be more specific on this, but that was my vision. The mission is going to be help restaurants achieve measurable growth through customized digital marketing solutions. So it's, we understand the restaurant from A to Z.
hmm,
Based on that, we develop a custom marketing solution for them, backed with data so that they can track their targets. The value is, we're going to be experts in the industry, um, but really we're going to focus more on data driven decision, data driven actions, and we're going to be partners with the restaurants. So that's the value we want to portray as far as corporate strategy is. Now, we have the corporation. Business wise, what are we doing with the business? So the business corporate strategy is focused on differentiation, so being the best in the restaurant industry. The value proposition is, we are the experts. We do custom solution for you, and we're data driven. That's the value proposition. That's why you should come to us, because we're experts. We're customized to you, and we are data driven. How we're positioning ourselves is being the best digital marketing firm for restaurants. That's how we are positioning ourselves. Functional marketing. Don't pay for marketing, pay for customers. That's how we're going to market ourselves. Financial wise, it's going to be performance based pricing as per the context of this exercise. We're going to use software as a service tools and yearly contracts to have stability and stay longer in that industry. HR strategy, obviously, we're going to hire people based on industry experience. So if they've done design for for restaurants, if they've done social media for restaurants, we're going to be interested in them. The salespeople are going to be incentivized based on retention of restaurant clients. So that will make the HR or our staff stay and focused and aligned with the strategy of being the best for restaurants and experts at that site. Um, Now, this answers to your previous question. How are we going to do this? It's systems or IT strategy is we're going to have our own ecosystem, just like we have like Apple or Microsoft does their own thing. We'll have, or we, Jordan should have his own ecosystem of how to take in, so the own CRM, their own market delivery system, so that they can track step by step their effort and directly link that to sales or revenue or turned into dinners. So that's why it's called a paper dinner. And so organization wise, as far as the culture is concerned, anyone that comes in, especially that if we hire them or anything, and even as we work, we're gonna develop a culture of excellence, hospitality, because obviously we're working with restaurants, and most important is expertise. Expertise with numbers, expertise with marketing, expertise with numbers and marketing. That's non-negotiable. That's our operational strategy, and that's pretty much it. That's Jordan for you guys. Paper
Nice,
dinner. That's it.
nice. I like it. I
Thank you.
like.
Thank you.
I will hire him. I will hire.
Yeah.
him.
So I know I said in this like the presentation should be like what's it called, like 5 to 10 minutes, but clearly
5 to 10 minutes.
yeah, that's impossible. I was working on this and it took me more time, like
I
that
was
was,
working until 5 in the morning last night from 11.
oh my gosh, yeah. See, but the thing is I've learned the corporate functional operational, like how you the what is it called, strategic hierarchy for this for me.
Yeah,
And also it helped me understand more how to build competitive advantage, how to see outside, and then how to be competitive. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this.
I learned a lot. I actually was in HR department, but I didn't completely understand how the business strategy is going there. So basically, what I was concerning more on HR strategy. So that's my professionalism there. I finished the school and I was working later on that. But uh,
Mm,
you know, always I was interested about business strategy, how you can create a business strategy, and now it's really clear for me, especially now when I'm planning to open my own business, how it's gonna be and how it's gonna work it. And now it's much more clear for me when you're combining business strategy with HR strategy, and
mm,
why they're now looking uh, human resource people to have that kind of knowledge now.
yeah.
When you are hiring human resource manager, most of the
Yeah.
company now looking that you have knowledge about this.
Yeah.
So it's not just because I want to open the company, I want also to add that knowledge to my previously experience what I already had in the
Yeah.
previous companies, and to have, and it's much easier now with all those tools what I have, and it's making sense for me
Yeah.
much deeper than before.
Yeah. And most importantly, from as ever, is if you're able to explain it simply to another person, that means you got it. So that was
Yeah,
the most important thing. So I hope the viewers understood and can practice this exercise. And the most important thing is that, if they can explain it too, because if they're going to be in the position of leading a company, they're going to have to communicate that strategy to the whole team too, right? So it's
exactly.
important to do these types of exercise.
But
But yeah,
you're just manager. You need to communicate that strategy to be actually understandable for every stakeholder in your company.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
That's
Thank you for making it
all.
even 1 hour after, and thank you for listening. Thank you for showing
No
up.
problem. You too.
So, yep. So Saturday, Unit 5, final unit, and then final entrance exam, and hopefully we pass with flying colors on that one.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Break the light.
Yes. Break a leg. Exactly. All right, buddy. Good night.
See
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.